Yes. And to that point, here we go with Ralph looked into the draft, and Ralph has fallen in love with a player, and Ralph is going to be upset if we don't get him now.
Who is it?
Perrion Winfrey, Oklahoma.
Oh.
Yes. Defensive lineman. 6'4", 291 pounds. And that guy's got a motor on him. Now, granted, I haven't watched any games. All I've watched is highlights, and that's absolutely a horrible thing to do.
The worst for player evaluation.
Yes, because I like to see lowlights. I like to see their mistakes, and of course, you don't get that. And I don't have access to the coach's film, so I can't, look and see how. But watching this guy, man, see, like immediately as soon as I saw like 2 or 3 plays from him, I was like, oh my gosh, he's the kind of guy I really like. High motor. Violent, creates chaos. He throws guys around, and he's just vicious. He seems vicious out there. Just one of those guys that just, he just wants to just.
Oh my gosh, somebody like that in Vita Vea.
Right, I know. That's what I think that. But again, I don't know if he's. The highlights are awesome, and the lowlights, which you never see, are really crappy.
Right. Like, how consistent can he be? How many mistakes does he make?
Right. That's the big thing to me. How many mistakes does he make? And, is he a 3-down player? He seems like it. A lot of the offensive linemen I saw him going against looked a little undersized, but I think that's just kind of natural with college offensive linemen. He's projected to go 31 to the Bengals from NFL.com by Chad Reuter. Most of them have him projected going in the second round between 45th and 55th. Ian Cummings of Pro Football Network, Mike Kay of Pro Football Network, Brian Bassarge of Draft Countdown, Sawyer Hicks of Draft ID. They've all got him going to us at 27th.
Okay.
But the consensus is around 50th pick. So that makes me happy.
That's a huge range.
Yeah, well, you know.
From us at 27th to 50th.
Right. It's like 25 picks in between, right?
It's a big swing.
Yes. But, there's Jordan Davis, the guy from Georgia that everybody thinks is the bomb. He's huge, 6'6", 340 pounds, very athletic.
I'm sorry, 340 pounds?
340 pounds, 6'6".
340.
Yes.
Wow.
He's a big boy. That's
a big boy.
Yeah. And he's still got room to grow.
Wow.
Yeah. They usually get bigger when they get to the NFL because they get the Jawdepar to get them some strength and conditioning going.
Not in our building. It's going to be all TB12. Nothing but avocados.
What is it? Gonzalez?
Guerrera.
Yeah. Guerrera. Get Guerrera on the case.
That's right.
But he's projected to go around 15th. So he'll probably be gone before we get there. Okay. I particularly wouldn't even want him, though. I mean, he's a big guy. I'm just not impressed watching him. I don't know. It's just, but again, it's just watching highlights. Yeah. That's all I have access to. We got McCall from Kentucky. DeMarvin Leal from Texas A&M, Devontae Wyatt from Georgia, Fedarian Mathis, Travis Jones, Neil Farrell Jr. from LSU, Haskell Garrett from Ohio State, Zachary Carter of Florida Gators, Thomas Booker, Otito Ogbonio, I know I didn't say that right, from UCLA, and LeBrian Ray from Alabama. Those seem to be the top dogs in the draft. But from what I saw, I like this Perrion Winfrey. I tell you, I am, and it's only been a day, and I'm like, oh my gosh, if we don't get him, I'm going to be so upset. This is what I hate about the draft. And
just now, like, if you had known about him a month ago, you could have been lobbying this whole time.
Yeah, I know. So I should pay more attention to this crap. But to see if we don't get him, whoever gets him, I'm going to be following him And then watch 3 years from now, but I'm going to be like, man, I'm glad we didn't get him. He got domestic assault charges.
Or just fell off, injured every year.
Right. So, this Perrion Winfrey, Oklahoma. I think he's our boy, man.
All right. Well,
because I think we're going to go defensive lineman.
Yeah.
Between what Arian said, that this is a good year for the linemen, both defense and offense. We don't need an offensive lineman. It'd be nice to have, but we don't need one.
And especially not in the first round. I mean, a first rounder, you expect to play.
Yeah, like Tristan Wirfs.
Yeah, we're set.
Right.
Of our starting offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Even our depth, we've been developing, they got Nickel Everett, they got Hainsey, they got quite a few guys that we've had for a couple of years. We've been developing and they are solid depth. So I just don't see us drafting offensive line.
No, not early. No. And probably not at all.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Because we have needs elsewhere. And I think defensive lineman is one of those needs because we're real thin. And if we don't get Sue back, who's going to be Nacho and Vita?
Right.
But and then we have no depth.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
I think we're going to draft a defensive lineman at 27th.
Okay. Cool.
And I think it's going to be Perrion Winfrey. And if it's not, I'm going to be upset.
Oh my gosh. So is it like once a decade you pick a player you want to draft?
Yep.
Is that how it's going to go?
That's what you get so upset when the guy you lobby for and you want to get goes somewhere else and you end up getting some guy you either didn't like or you don't know anything about. And you're just like, man, this sucks.
That's true.
And so that's going to happen to me this year.
Yeah. You just set yourself up for disappointment.
That's what the draft is.
If you have no expectations at all, you can't be disappointed.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't pay attention until after we draft and I start looking them up and I'm like, this guy looks like he'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me.